Everybody doing tonight?
Woo!
We got this beautiful weather here in Philadelphia. It's been raining for 20, 40, 30, 72 hours
3 or 4 days, and it's not stopping.
Yeah,
and I'm going crazy.
So we thought to share tonight about overcoming challenges. We have
Because we all got to do it.
In 38 days, we have the Power Conference to Advance Women in Hollandale Beach, Florida, coming up. And we realized that each woman who is speaking at the event, or each couple, women group that's speaking, they've all overcome a challenge. They've all done something.
They were all faced with something, and they had to overcome that something to have and achieve the success that they have now. Right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, you honestly wouldn't really want to hear them. Right.
So,
I mean, if you're going to go to a conference, don't you want to hear from people who've dealt with some stuff?
Yeah, excellent. So I'm going to put you on the spot.
Okay. Put me on the spot.
Have you had a challenge you had to overcome?
Yes. Oh.
Recently, before, why don't you share?
Recently what?
Have you had a challenge you had to overcome? Just
in general, yeah.
In general, what's a challenge you had to overcome in business or in life? Or
I just gave the example actually on our call earlier today about my divorce, which was no picnic, and it was sort of it's something I knew I needed to do. It was incredibly difficult and complex of a decision, but once I made the decision and realized it was what I had to do. I had to do it, right? So what we were talking about in a call earlier today was about how did you muster the courage to just move forward? How did you stay focused on your purpose? And that was it. It was as soon as I got very present with my purpose, I realized I had to do this because it wasn't, the situation wasn't going to heal itself. And I had to do something. And it was difficult because I didn't know how to start. And I knew it was going to be uncomfortable, and I wasn't sure how it was going to work out.
Okay.
It worked out.
It worked out.
I'm very happy now. But yes, at the time, it was very scary. And we had several women sharing about how they've had to overcome some obstacles. But once they did, because they stayed focused on what was important to them, really big important to them, then it wasn't as difficult to step into that unknown, to get into that. And then after they did that, they kind of said, oh, what was I so worried about? Or they built the confidence that they needed to move forward. So we've got a bunch of great speakers. Let's see. We've got one of our speakers, Tiffany. She had to overcome some depression issues and sort of understand her body and her mind and figure out what she needed to do to build a life that she was happy and thriving in. And I think there are a lot of women who can relate to that. We've had Sandy Gland, who's going to be speaking. Girl, she is a mom of young kids, a wife of a high-powered businessman. She's got her own business going as a business owner, and she is doing it all. I am sure part of what she's had to overcome is probably people telling her, oh, you can't do all that, or, you don't need to do all of those things, but she's rocking each one of them. She's just awesome and on all in, and she's going to offer some tips on how to set up systems in your life so that you can stop working at 4:00 in the afternoon and go enjoy time with your kids and then pick other stuff up later. So that's pretty cool.
Well, I know. What do you want me to do?
Yeah. Tell us about Renee.
I was going to say Renee or Erin and Sarit. Renee will tell you she's an overnight success in 15 years. I've known Renee since she started in business, and she's been a grinder. She's never stopped doing what needed to be done, doing the hard work, putting in the long hours, traveling to where she is. And today she's married, recently married, the last 2 years. She has a 1-year-old beautiful daughter, and she runs a thriving business that's in 50 markets across the U.S. I don't know if she's international, but she might be international too. But Renee never stops going at it, and it hasn't been all you know, happiness or what do they call it, roses and unicorns for her. There's been challenges.
She's had to work hard to do it. You know what I'll say about Renee? I've never heard her complain.
Oh, absolutely. Hey,
like,
Alex.
She gets that she needs to do all of this to reach the level of success that she wants to reach. So
100%.
Well, since Alex is here, let's tee up the fact that his beautiful wife, Miriam, is speaking at the conference, and she really had to, what's the best way to say it? Just not reject, I guess.
She's overcome her society norms, what's expected of her from the country
what was
she's from.
Culturally expected of her to step up and say, no, this is my purpose, and I'm going to do it.
She's rocking it. She's killing it. She's bucking the system. And her story is phenomenal. I can't wait till she's
so excited.
So she shares with us.
So excited.
And then we have
you want to talk about Aaron and Sarit?
Aaron and Sarit, and similar to Gus and Ashley, Aaron and Sarit's business was destroyed during COVID. They were meeting people face to face in California. They were doing fitness and health activities on a meet you where you are basis, and that went away.
When in person went away, so did their
business. So they packed up their bandwagon, so to say, and moved to South Florida, and completely re-envisioned their business. And their business today is easily 5 times larger than what it was before they started this journey.
Definitely.
Pretty crazy. We're similar to our challenges. Our business.
But also in the challenges that they're going to be talking about at the conference, both Aaron and Sarit had times in their lives where they felt unfit, that they weren't eating properly, that they felt unhealthy, and not pleased with their bodies, as many of us ladies are not always thrilled with our bodies. But they overcame those challenges by learning how to eat better, learning how to take care of their bodies in terms of exercise and working out. And they're rock stars.
They have created easy to take action on. I don't want to say the word diet, but your diet to eat properly and exercise properly for an everyday healthy lifestyle that transforms women's lives. I mean, I've seen the pictures before and after. So many people have been through their programs. They're going to be on stage sharing with you and inviting you to join them on a journey to get into the best, healthier life. I'm looking forward to it.
Totally. It is transformative. Totally. Who else we got? We've got Shelly.
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 My sister Shelly. I mean, she's not my sister, but she's my sister. You know what I'm saying? With the Hard Rock, Shelly Williams, she is going to be talking about really how she has treated her career as an entrepreneur. I mean, she's not an entrepreneur. She's sort of an intrapreneur, I guess.
Yeah.
Working within corporate structures and figuring out where she fits in those structures, what she needs to do to help the organization that she's working for get to the next level. As she's doing that, she's working on getting herself to the next level. And she is going to be speaking about that at the conference as well. So we're excited about that.
We've witnessed Shelly go from it. We've witnessed Shelly's operations in 3 major organizations, and 2 of the organizations, the organization changed, and she had to decide: am I going to stick with the organization that is not where I was headed, or find a new company to thrive in as an entrepreneur? And Shelly has had a remarkable career, and she's going to share what she has done. Shelly's very friendly and easygoing. And
you know what we might even do?
What's that?
We might go live next week when we see her in Las Vegas.
If we can convince her to do that, that'd be cool. It's like 3:30 in the afternoon.
We'll try.
Out in Vegas, though.
We'll try.
Earlier.
Oops, sorry.
Who else? Who else we got on our agenda? We've got, who do we miss here?
I don't know.
We got Karen.
Oh, Karen. I just read her name. Karen Sanchez from the Sanchez Group in South Florida is going to talk about money mindset. And she's got a terrific story too, but I just love the focus on how you wrap your mind around money. Are you in an abundance mindset, or are you in a scarcity mindset? And let's face it, most of us are in a scarcity mindset. Most of us are raised to be in a scarcity mindset when it comes to money. So I think that she did at one time too. So she's going to talk about how she shifted that for herself and how that shifted everything for her life, for her business, and even the way she talks. I love that we were chatting about this. She sees her kids pick up on cues around things she has said about money, right? I mean, it's just like anytime we're raising little ones and they speak just like we do, or they say the exact same thing that we just did, and we realize like, oh, I need to model the right behavior so that they're seeing the right thing here. So she's going to talk about that too.
I know our kids model after what we do. So our kids, we have 4 kids between the 2 of us, and they all, if they're entertaining people, especially my daughter, if they're entertaining a group, they go all out. My daughter goes nuts when she has a party or a party for somebody else.
She's obviously learned
even
from
so much.
the master.
She hires outside help. She's 21 years old. She hires outside help to help her get her parties done. It's kind of cool.
She doesn't want to do the work.
But you know what? Interesting. Karen's talking about scarcity and the scarcity mindset. The scarcity mindset is not just with money. No, it can be with anything. If you feel like you have a scarcity of clients or business partners or friends or family, then you're not giving 100% of yourself to the world, and you're not getting that back in, and that scarcity will always breed more scarcity.
Absolutely.
Hey, look, we got Miriam on.
Miriam just joined up. I gotta say, Miriam said something earlier in a coaching call that absolutely just reached my heart. In fact, I wrote it down, and then I mentioned
shared it with me, and I
mentioned it to Gus, and it hit hard, right, in a really good way. And it was it's around the conversation of like just not feeling like bringing it today, or just feeling a little bit off my game, and screw it, I'll just stay in bed or I'll just relax. But she said, someone needs me to show up today. And I was just like, oh, wow. Yes. Like if I just approach every day with someone needs me to show up today, that makes a big difference. Right.
Yeah. So the conference and the beautiful women we have speaking there, and their stories and their wisdom they're going to share is going to help you get in action on your life. It's going to help you take that next step.
You're going to learn from them. You're going to learn from their stories. You're going to learn from the tools and tips that they give you. You're also going to meet other women in the room who are just ready to invest in themselves. They're always looking for something to make them better, to make them better at their business, better in their relationships, better friends, and better in shape. And
don't think it's easy. I mean, this is not. They're not going to give you a magic pill.
The easy part's coming to the conference.
I know our mentors will tell us that it's hard to be rich. It's also hard to be broke.
So choose.
Yeah, choose your hardness. It's hard to be successful. It's hard to be a failure.
Yeah.
They both life is hard, and there's many challenges. And it doesn't go like a straight line. For me, it's kind of interesting. For me,
tell me about your line.
It did go for a straight line.
Yeah.
For the first till I was 30 years old. I mean, my life went everything I wanted, and everything I did that. And even when my first real burp in life happened at like 25, there was a plan. There was another immediate action that I took, which led me on a better path. But from 30 to today, there's been some crazy roller coaster ups and down hills.
Yeah. So the point isn't to talk or to show like, oh, I had all of these challenges. It's to show that challenges are overcomable. Like if you want it bad enough, if you work hard enough, if you start taking action and show up, you can overcome the challenges that are happening in your life. And then your focus goes more away from the challenges and toward like the things that you want in life. And that's really what this conference is all about. That's really what our movement here is really all about with the Advance Conference. So check it out. It's Friday, November 11th. It's a special one-day event. a very rich, fully packed day on Friday, November 11th. It's also Veterans Day. And then if you're from somewhere not in South Florida, I was going to say it's in Hollandale Beach, Florida, which if you're not from there is like between Miami and Fort Lauderdale. So either one of those airports is convenient. But
they have an amazing airport very close to the
great
venue.
Airports, very close by.
Incredible hotels right down there on the beach.
The pool, whatever you want. It's just a perfect opportunity to grab your friends, your family, make it a girls' weekend, make it a team retreat with folks from your company, but just a really nice opportunity to just get away and invest in yourself for a day, and then relax.
If you're a veteran,
because it's on Veterans Day.
If you're a veteran, and even if you're a veteran in neighboring countries, you can attend the event for free virtually. Hit us up in the DM so we can get you that link for that.
Yes,
but
in honor of Veterans Day.
In honor of Veterans Day, we're giving away the virtual event for free to any veteran ladies or men out there for that matter.
Absolutely.
It's an excellent opportunity. We thought we'd give back somehow, and that. I think it's the first time we're announcing it.
It is.
We announced it to our team yesterday.
I was going to say we haven't. The press release isn't quite ready yet, but we're just about to do that, and I'm glad you mentioned it. Thank you.
So that's a cool perk that's going to be out there for our veterans.
Yes.
And we'll do something special for them if they decide to come in person. I know we have at least one veteran already coming in person, so we're super excited about that.
Definitely.
So cool. What else?
I got nothing. It's a rich day.
TheAdvancedConference.com.
Yes, that's a good thing to say.
TheAdvancedConference.com. We've got VIP tickets. We have a few of them left. We have the executive ticket, and obviously we have the virtual ticket. Oh, I also want to add, if you join the Advanced Conference, we have a private Facebook group that comes along with that you get immediate access to. And then the second thing we have a group coaching call that takes place every other week between now and the event, and then weekly after the event happens on November 11th.
Why do we have a group coaching call? I can explain.
You explain that. You're so much better at that than I am.
Well, I've been in the conference business long enough to know you get to the end of a 2-day or a 1-day or any conference, you're so excited. You're so fired up. You've got so many things to do because you've just gotten this avalanche of great ideas. And then you get home and stuff happens and then you sort of forget it. Like you lose the magic almost immediately. So we decided to have
life happens,
Well, yeah, I mean, it's not done by choice. You just sort of forget because, you have to send somebody an email. Your kid needs a check for a
car needs to go in the shop.
There's a lot of stuff going on. So we have this group coaching call that meets every other week and soon to be every week so that you can basically just revisit a piece of the conference and take that with you for the next week and just try it. Like, hey, I remember that speaker talked about this. I want to try that. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it for the next week. And then we come back and talk about it. And it's just a great way to keep in touch with the other women that you've met at the event. It's a great way to keep in touch with women who are looking to advance their careers and advance their lives. And it's just a great way to keep the information fresh of what you learned at the conference. So it's a lot of value packed into a 1-day conference. It's a 1-day conference that lasts a year. How's that?
My head hurts thinking about it. Think about all the logistics we have to put together for this thing.
How about it? So
we're super excited.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
And we will see you soon.
Yeah.
A couple days. All right.
Cheers.
Talk to you. Bye.
Mwah.